Hey guys and gals, this is Sonic Arrow with the Tier 5 Russian Premium Heavy Tank, the KV-220. This is the one that is given out in quite a few events, and well, it's not too bad of a tank. It's Tier 5, it has premium matchmaking, so the most you can see is Tier 6s. It has the hull of a KV-3, and the turret kind of looks like a KV-1 turret with kind of a pop gun on it. The map is Lakeville. I'm heading towards the town, but there is this Wolverine that's shown up. And as you can see, the aiming time isn't that great, and of course the accuracy not that great either. However, you can still make the shots most of the time. Let's see, I'm waiting to see if that Wolverine is going to pop up again, because the T-46... Is that a T-46? Wow. T-46 is moving forward. Unfortunately, he doesn't spot anything, and I did take a blind shot. I have a KV-1 with me, a little bit better cannon. Not as much armor on the hull, however. KV-220's weak point is actually the turret, which is not as strong as the rest of the tank. There are, of course, other weak points on the front of the hull. Driver's hatch and the machine gun port are kind of weak spots. But those aren't exactly easy to hit at range, anyway. It's not a very fast tank, but it does get you there. And seeing how this is kind of a lower tier match, well, it doesn't seem like anybody's sent. Well, the enemy team has sent anybody into the town, which is probably not a good idea. But that means that the majority of our team is in the right spot to defend or push. Here we go, a Churchill 3. Unfortunately for me, that is actually quite difficult to penetrate, even if I do know the weak points. Back off a bit. As you can see, I am getting quite a few bounces, including some APCR rounds from the Churchill 3. Unfortunately, he seems to have found a weak point right there, and he's penetrating it all the time. So let's switch to APCR as well. I don't want to get killed by a single Churchill 3. I'm going to back off a little bit. The radio guy is down. And that seems to happen a lot in Russian vehicles, or Russian heavy tanks at least. I'm going to take a little bit more careful aim. That way I can actually deal some damage. I am whittled down to a measly 165 health. Yep. Just gonna wait a bit. See if that Churchill 3... Oh, and the artillery is actually helping out as well. And it is at this point that I realize he's actually, well, the Churchill 3 is actually aiming for a weak point at me on my tank. And I decided to just move back and forward, making it a lot harder as the Churchill 3, even though the APCR rounds give you 180 millimeters of penetration, the accuracy on a Churchill 3 isn't that great. So even at that closer range, he might not be able to hit my weak points if I move around a little bit. So far we haven't really met too much, just one Churchill 3 and a Martyr 2. Looks like there's a Chi something. What is that? Chi-He? And well, the armor on those Japanese tanks aren't that great, so I don't really have to aim too much on that. AT-2, now that is going to be a problem. And I just received a hit from the artillery, which is thankfully not penetrating. Otherwise, I'd probably be dead by now. Wolverine and an AT-2 are, well, the enemy Wolverine and AT-2 are in the middle. Well, just the AT-2 now. It's an AT-2 versus AT-2 battle. Let's see which one is better equipped. Looks like, well, I guess ours had some help. And now for the artillery. You really just have to bash your way through in a tank like this. You can't really snipe very well with it, and you definitely need to get into position, otherwise, well, you won't be shooting anything if you're too slow. And now for the remaining 2 artillery. Let's see if we can get them. There we go. There's the French artillery. And the American artillery as well. And not sure if he was loaded or not. But there you go, high caliber with a steel wall first class mastery badge. 1,038 points of experience, 1,465 points of damage done, which isn't actually that much, but I guess in a tier 5 game it might be. I don't play a lot of tier 5 games, so that's 26 shots fired, 22 hit, which is okay, and 16 penetrations even with those APCR rounds that I fired. So it's not, the penetration is 99 with the regular armor piercing rounds. I think it's 121 with armor APCR. So not too much penetration. You'll have trouble with tier 6 tanks, or tier 6 heavy tanks, but you definitely get a lot of bounces. So 24 hits received, 15 bounced, and 9 penetrated. Of course, those were from the Churchill 3, which does fire quite fast, but I did block 1,340 points of damage. 25,855 credits earned with a premium count, non-premium 10,269. So it's more of a fun tank. It doesn't really make you that much money or credits, but then again, I don't think any tier 5 gives you quite that many credits, or if they give you any credit bonus at all. I don't think they do. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please press that like button and leave some comments. I'll see you in future videos.